All right, guys, we have to make another change. So what is this? uh, parlay update part 3. I don't see any changes after this, guys. The only thing I have to change is we're gonna go with Penn State at home. Big game for James Franklin. Whiteout game. Big game for Penn State, guys. This is the game of the year for Penn State. And I noticed a lot of the people are taking Oregon. A lot of the public is taking Oregon. And I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, when I have to go back and change Washington, when I have to go back and put a couple of dogs on here, Arkansas and Washington, and then when I seen Oregon on there, it didn't even look right. I'm not gonna lie. My NFL, I got a beat on NFL, but I don't have a beat on college, so I have to go to Pub Sports Radio and get some advice. I have to admit that that's the good thing about advice. You could take it or leave it. Plus, it alleviates the pressure off me to be, to say I'm the man, I'm gonna do it. Sometimes you gotta let that ego go sometime and get help when you need help. So I help, I let Pubs Radio Sports help me decide what I want to take. It's not like I'm taking every single pick that they got on the board. I'm just choosing specific games and saying, yeah, I understand that angle completely. I understand the okie doke with Arkansas and Notre Dame because Notre Dame has absolutely no defense. And after that huge letdown at the ticket window with Arkansas with the sports bettors, this is the exact spot for Arkansas to win this game. It's their spot. Okay. Then when you look at Washington going up against number 1 Ohio State, well, the fear that's involved with that. Everybody's expecting Ohio State to go there and beat down Washington, but that's not going to happen. See? And then when you get out of that and you go to Penn State, the whiteout game, you understand how important that game is with Penn State. And then after that, Ole Miss, Vegas says that Ole Miss is a favorite, even though they're number 13 and LSU is number 4. So that's kind of telling you that LSU could be possibly overrated. I think it's Ole Miss's time too. And then moving on from that, UConn, that's my sneak peek because I wanted to complete this at a 10-teamer. That's like, this ticket is like the machine gun, and UConn is like that pow. It's like that 9mm at the end, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got 4 picks from Pub Radio Sports. Penn State, which you got to go with Penn State. It's their game to win, man. All the pressure is on Oregon. They got to go there and play in that hostile environment. That's going to be tough for Oregon. Like he said, Post Sports Radio, if Penn State get up a couple of touchdowns, it'd be nearly impossible for Oregon to come back in that game. It's too much of a hostile environment, and it looks like that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna set the tone. See, that's what they have to do. Penn State, okay, that's what they have to do. This is the biggest game of the year for them. All right, so it's one of those things. If you choose Penn State, it's kind of like, hey, I did the right thing regardless of what happens. Because if you choose Oregon and they get beat, then you'll feel silly going against Penn State. So I can totally I can totally get on a bandwidth with Penn State with no feelings whatsoever about what happens. Okay. So after Penn State and UConn, and then looking at Washington, Arkansas, Ole Miss, I say, yeah, this is my 5. There's no doubt about it. And as far as NFL, I don't see anything on NFL that can make me change my mind. Am I a little bit worried about any of these games in NFL? Should I be? Should I be worried about the Rams beating the Colts or something? Or should I worry about Jacksonville going to San Francisco and beating the 49ers? Not really, because I read something from a comment that said Jacksonville, I think, lost 12 out of the last 14 to 15 games when they went to the West Coast. And even if you didn't have that statistic, it's still a long plane ride for Jacksonville to go up against a juggernaut like the 49ers at home. They come to play every single time. The 49ers are never gonna be sleeping on their home turf. It just don't happen like that with them. See? So I'm willing to ride with that. Okay. Should I be worried about the Falcons beating Washington? Not really. Not really. They got everybody all scared about, oh, which quarterback is going to be quarterback for Washington. Does it really matter? They're both more experienced than Penix. You see? So there's nothing on this ticket, guys, that I can feel silly about if it don't go through. Absolutely nothing.